Konti na lang yung tatrabahuhin mo more lahat nasa factory na yan.
Yes.
Pag nasa factory naman, lahat nasa ground. So you have the control sa quality. Then yung safety, hindi yung aakyat ka, mag-inspection sa structure. Aakyat ka ng poste para mag-inspect kung ilang anilyo, ganyan.
So, hindi na nila
Hindi nila kailangan gawin yun. Lahat,
Okay.
everything is on the ground.
Hello mga ka-PCS! So welcome to Kwentong PCS where we talk about anything and everything about construction. Ako si Jordan Ortiz at makakasama ninyo ako ngayong season para sa iba't ibang kwentong hatid ng ating industriya. In today's episode, kwentuhan tayo ni Engineer Gerald Binugid galing sa Precast and Construction Solutions by Megawide under Precast Divisions bilang Assistant Vice President. So we're going to talk about building vertically and horizontally, modular planning in today's housing market. So welcome Engineer Gerald Bin sa Kwentong PCS.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah. So Engineer Gerald Bin, bago tayo magsimula sa ating question and answer portion, baka pwede magpakilala ka muna sa ating mga audience yan.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Gerald Binugid. Siguro brief history lang on my past. Before I joined Megawide, I used to work on another competitor din ni Megawide. No? So I'm handling like the vertical construction, also some minor precasting works. Then prior that, kumbaga I went yung sa school naman, I'm studying in Adamson University. Yeah, then for the Megawide, I've been with Megawide since 2010 pa. So it's around like 13 years na. So I started with Megawide from ano ba to? Project superintendent. Hawak ko noon dati bench project. So then later on like there was some instructions na I need to support your precast. Then that's the time na assign ako sa MOA. Then from there hanggang sa mag-grow yung Megawide in precast. So yeah.
So meaning to say, Engineer Gerald Bin, from the start na maliit pa lang yung pagpaproduce ninyo ng precast, ano ka na?
Yes, oo.
Okay.
Pero hindi talaga ako yung mismong point person doon.
Okay.
We have this manager, then I was asked by yung partner nga ni Edgar before with Boss Mike na to handle the precast.
Okay.
Then I assisted, tapos later on meron kami may mga expat kami na with the Japanese expat and French expat na nag-assign sa amin doon. Then as we grow doon sa housing, there was a plan na mag-develop na dito sa Taytay. Then transferring naman sa Taytay, hinandle ko noon is I started with logistic,
Okay.
no. Then after several years, then hinawakan ko na yung project management. Nag-interim QC manager din ako doon. Then yung pinaka-latest na before I got to position nung sa ABP is yung hinawakan ko na yung sales.
Okay. So nag-handle din kayo ng sales.
Yes.
Wow. Sir, para sa kaalaman ng ating mga tagapakinig at nanonood, pwede mo kayong bigyan ng konting background. Ano ba yung precast? Kasi parang bago sa pandinig namin yan pagdating sa construction.
Okay. Precast is like from the word itself, prepared earlier, tapos cast yung buhos.
Okay.
No. Na precast is a like modular product na planned outside of your outside ng on-site construction mo. So it's like a backup support na instead na sa site siya ginagawa, it will be produced in another
Factory. Okay.
Yes. Then this factory will help you like parallel works, no, habang instead na lahat ginagawa sa site. So this will help you gawin sa another extended factory. Then magkakaroon ng integration na panday sa installation hanggang ito yung mag-grow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So actually madalas ako nakakarinig parang Lego daw yung konsepto, Lego bricks. Tama ba?
Yes.
Parang gano'n, no? Sige.
Yeah, basically yun yung concept na parang Lego brick.
Sige, Sir Geraldine. Actually, may mga hinanda tayong mga katanungan dito. So, kayang-kaya mong sagutin to. At if ever, sir, na meron ka mga gustong ibahagi, feel free. Okay? So for
Sige.
question number 1. Okay, so what are the key differences between modular planning for vertical and horizontal construction projects?
Okay. Now, I would like to differentiate ihiwalay ko lang yung vertical sa horizontal. Horizontal projects, normally, this is consist of yun nga, yung mga housing, yung mga roads, bridges. Like, on a horizontal project, meron din kasing differentiation ng infrastructure. Now, if it's horizontal, if you meaning like yung mga housing, no. Pinagkakaiba nila is sa housing is more of yung larguhan. Larguhan then fast pacing.
Okay.
Fast pacing yung installation, yung klase ng trabaho. We have this project na ang ginagawa namin ngayon is like from conventional house ka na one house you construct around 6 months or siguro fastest 3 months to build.
Wow!
Mm.
That's
Ngayon,
fast,
ang ginagawa namin ngayon, yung shell lang itself ng house, siguro 3 houses in 1 day na kami.
Wow,
Just
grabe.
shell itself. Tapos, with the finishing and so on, yeah, most probably 1.5 months, tapos na yung bahay. Pwede na
Turnover na. Ay, grabe.
Oo.
So, ibig sabihin talagang malaki, sir, yung opportunity na pwedeng kitain ng mga developer dito, no? Kung
Oo
gumamit ka
naman.
ng precast system.
Siyempre, ang binibili mo kasi dito yung speed. Yun
Yeah.
yung premium na doon. Speed, yung quality. No? So, yan yung horizontal precasting which is related to housing.
Yes, actually may mga nabanggit kang sagot for my next question. Sabi ko, so what role does precast construction play in accelerating infrastructure development and meeting project timelines?
Sorry. Ulit. Ano yung
so,
role ng...
Ng precast? Ano yung pinaka-key role ng precast for accelerating yung bilis ng construction?
Okay. So, malaki yung role, no? Like what I said nung sa introduction ko pa lang na yung on-site na construction mo is hiniwalay mo. Like, a good example is like meron kang planong ipatayo ng let's say 10-story building. Now, kung bubuhusan mo yung mga foundation, bubuhusan mo yung mga biga, mga poste, column, mag-CHB ka, ang daming manpower ilalagay mo no, doon sa site. Now, kapag ka hiniwalay mo yung ganon, yung ginawa mong modular, hiniwalay mo, konti na yung magiging tao mo sa site, no? What they will do is parang naglelego na nga lang sila.
Okay.
No. Ang pinakaiba lang dito is nung sa conventional, parang sabayan na may sinusundan lang silang plano. Unlike sa modular precasting, it's more related on engineering. Tapos yung logistic, ganyan. The beauty of it is yung the more engineering incorporation yung sa ganyan sa logistic, the better the quality yung nare-receive ng project. Ngayon kasi pag sa conventional, sometimes hindi mo na nababantayan yung mga mason. Sa dami niyan, sabihin natin 2,000 square meter, ang daming mason niyan. Mamaya hagis lang ng hagis.
Hagis, oo, tama.
Then, another thing, yung housekeeping. Yan. If you do conventional, imagine mo yung mga basura mo top 10 floor, hahakutin mo. Yun yung mga hidden cost na hindi nila nakikita eh. Pero pag modular, wala kang hidden cost. Kakabit mo na lang eh.
Tama.
Yan.
Speaking of, sir, nabanggit mo yung 10-story building. Kanina pinag-uusapan natin yung pinagkaiba ng vertical at horizontal, no? Nakapagbigay ka ng example sa vertical, sa horizontal, I mean, sa mga housing. Ano naman yung benefit nito sa mga vertical projects?
Okay, now, sa vertical projects, yun nga, mas maganda yung control mo sa project.
Okay.
Now, I'll give you another example. If you're working in Ayala, yung Makati, Prime,
oo,
so,
Makati.
Sikip, di ba? So, you want to build a 60-story building. Imagine how you will build there na kailangan mo ng staging, kailangan mo ng barracks para sa worker, kailangan mo ng warehouse para sa materials.
Tama.
Now, if now yung sa mga warehouse na yon, tapos yung sa mga materials na i-store mo, so you will rent another land. So it might be costly. Sa manpower, hindi ka pwedeng mag-stay doon.
Tama.
No. Para kang nasa sa Saudi, so you have to lorry. Sakay sa bus yung mga worker mo, schedule yung trips, no. masyadong yung logistically talagang maraming nightmare.
Oo.
Now, if you do it in precast,
Mm.
no, in precast, so konti lang yung magiging tao mo.
Mm.
So, magiging lesser yung land na requirement
Mm.
mo for
Mm.
the storage of materials.
Mm.
Then, the more na incorporate mo yung structure mo in precast, let's say you plan to have like 90% or 80% precast,
Mm.
like with the precast column, girders, beam, and so on, konti na lang yung tatrabahuhin mo more lahat nasa factory na yan.
Yes.
No, pag nasa factory naman, lahat nasa ground. So you have the control sa quality, then yung safety, hindi yung aakyat ka mag-inspection sa structure, aakyat ka ng poste para mag-inspect kung ilang anilyo, ganyan. So
Hindi na nila
hindi nila kailangan gawin yun. Lahat,
Okay.
everything is on the ground.
Mm.
So, kaya mas magiging mabilis, yung quality wise, mas precise.
Tama. Tama.
So, yun yung pinakakaiba ng yung sa vertical naman. No. Yung sa vertical, like comparing like earlier you said yung sa horizontal is more of yung volumetric na
Yes.
galawan. So vertical is more of yun nga, you try to lessen your manpower. No. Try to lessen your manpower, you have the full control, high quality, safety, tipid ka rin. Why hindi mo na kailangan sa damakmak na net.
Tama.
No. Yun yung mga magandang features niya.
So dahil speaking of the advantages ng precast natin, ano naman sir yung mga common challenges ng modular planning in the Philippines?
Challenges. Good question. Ito yung pinaka-common.
Yes, ano yan?
First common is yung understanding nila ng precast.
Okay.
Paano understanding? Una kasi tinitingnan nila yung cost.
Presyo agad. Oh, mahal yan.
Mahal yan. Yeah. Ganun kagad yung reaction nila. But hindi kasi nila na-realize na there's a premium. Yung premium na yon is almost nag-equate lang din sa expenses nila if they do it conventional.
Oh, I see.
No. Like kapag precast na yan, kapag itong wall na to, let's say CHB, maghahagis ka. Yan, tapos ikikinis mo. Ang daming kalat niyan. So, meron ka pa ring imperfection, no? Kasi nga hindi mo control iba-iba yung location. Depende sa weather. Kunyari, nasa Tagaytay ka. So, iba na naman yung quality ng concrete mo kasi malamig doon. Pag nandoon ka sa hot weather, iba na naman. So, yun yung mga kino-consider. Tapos yung mga kalat, ganyan, howling cost, 'di ba? Tapos imagine mo isang damakmak na manpower, barracks, control, 'di ba? The more people you have, the more headache you have. Now, kaya yun yung kumbaga, yun yung mga nawawala kapag nag-modular precast ka.
Yun. Which is tingin ko sir is unti-unti na atang tinatanggap at unti-unti na naiintindihan ng ating mga market to.
Yeah, slowly yun nga what we're doing is yun nga nag-training kami sa
Okay.
mga architects. We do seminars like that also with the structural.
Oh.
Yeah, we're looking for we're doing partnership with some structural engineers na okay pag may seminar sila, we'll attend, we'll explain ano yung mga developments ngayon. Hindi,
Which is good, maganda para at least yung kasi kung ang napag-aralan nila sa university is yung conventional, 'di ba? Is new insight yung may babahagi mo sa kanila, no?
Yes. Generally matagal na tong tong precast na to is like in Europe around 50 years ago na.
Okay.
Advance na sila. Japan 30 years na sila advance sa atin.
Oh.
So like Singapore, sobrang they're way advanced. Ang lapit lang nila sa atin, 'di ba? It's more of yun nga yung how like sa Singapore kasi government driven eh.
Okay.
Now, this one siguro if the government also like somehow thinks na how Singapore does it, no. I think mas magiging mas mabilis, mas controlled. Tapos yung kagaya niyan, yung pollution, CO2 pagdating sa like yung mga carbon emission, yung pertaining sustainability ganyan. Mas we can contribute.
Okay.
Bakit? Kasi hindi na magkakanya-kanya. Kanya-kanya sayo on-site, kanya-kanya silang factory. There will be like a full control na. So,
Para naka-centralize na, no? Ganon.
yes, parang centralized, tapos naging standard na yung design ng bahay, standard design. Kung sakaling gusto nilang konting tweak, there should be some kumbaga you still follow some standardization din na
pa rin
modular
talaga.
room, isang size.
Dahil nabanggit mo yun, sir, that will leads to my next question.
Mm.
Handa na ba ang Pilipinas para sa precast system?
Yeah. It's quite difficult to say, no? It's quite difficult to say. Now, like for the it's in my experience kasi sa mga structural engineers na na-encounter ko, like most of them are open. Most of them are open, especially those with experience.
Yes.
But those we don't have experience, quite difficult to to prove them. Lalo na nasa seismic zone tayo, no? Sa Pilipinas, so yung mga earthquake. Pero they're thinking of earthquake kasi ganyan. But generally, mas mataas pa nga yung earthquake sa Japan eh. Diba?
Yes.
Why they do it? No? Bakit hindi natin gawin?
Tama.
Now, ang ginawa namin is we have these certain projects na design and build. So, binago namin yung disenyo niya from conventional to precast system. So, nag-test kami, we do our own R&D, tapos we mimic how Japan does it. No? So, nagpa-test din kami sa Japan. Now, yung ibang code nila, we try to convert to follow. Kumbaga, since design and build nga siya. Now, yeah, we have finished several projects na, like, for the past 6 years na yata. We have this project na 6 years na siya nakatayo. So, wala namang problema. Now, yun yung siguro yung medyo nagiging change ngayon. We have this like common friends from different contractors din na, how did you do it? How did you do that? So, somebody has to start lang.
Tama. So, given those advantages, Sir Jay, na mga binanggit mo kanina, ano pa rin yung nagiging hindrance or challenge para ma-convert natin yung mga tao, ma-convince natin yung mga tao na precast yung gamitin ninyo?
Yun nga, first thing siguro, yun nga, yung know-how, kung ano yung yung know-how, yung madalas kasi iba wala pang experience sa ganyan sa precasting. So hindi pa nila na-experience yung nasa isip ko, lagi nila mahal yan. Hindi pa nila na-experience how we do it. No. Then siguro kung I give a ballpark figure, siguro mga price mo, taas siguro 5-7% overall. But yung mga hidden cost mo, baka mas malaki pa eh.
Mas malaki pa, okay.
No. Now, ang maganda kasi kapag ganyan sa precasting system, kung conventional ka, like say, project mo is good for 2 years, tapos pag nag-precast ka, so you can even make it, let's say, 1.5 year. Imagine mo lang yung half year, nakakuha ka na na-save mo. So, sa developer naman, pwede na sila mag-open ng another ng building o di mag-develop another building. O di ka kung may kasabay silang developer, nakabenta na sila mas maaga.
Mauunahan nila.
They're 6 months ahead, mas mauunahan na nila yung iba. Yun yung mga plus sa mga developer side. Tapos yung mga contractor side nga, ang plus naman, the more they're faster, pagdating sa mga ROI ng mga equipment nila, mas mabibilis nila mapapaikot. So, they're able to get another projects. Tapos, they're able to have some controls, less warehousing, less... Siyempre, dati kasi, yung conventional, palaki ng warehouse.
Tama.
Paramihan ang formats, tatago mo. Kung gusto mo kumuha ng project ng 10,
dapat meron kang ganun kalaki.
Mag-stack ka, good for di ba? So, right now, hindi na.
Do you think, Sir Jay, education ba yung tingin natin na makakatulong para ma-convert natin yung mga clients? Yung pag-educate sa kanila regarding precast system?
Yes. Siguro, yeah. Siguro, una, to push forward sa precast system, siguro may mga private like
seminars,
associations na should push for that. Like merong mga pickup, diba? Na kuha ka licensure, diba? Then you have the PCA, may mga ganyan na, may mga organizations that they should push for that. Then
for UAP, for the
UAP, ganyan, architects. Then this is what I'm thinking, yun nga. No? Pero mas maganda kapag government driven. No. Let's say siguro to have push for sa mga ganyang innovations, yung sa mga kagaya ng mga BOI,
DPWH.
Mga DPWH, gano'n. So the more you invest, magkakaroon ka ng mga merit, mga discount,
Tama.
sa mga technologies na introduce mo.
Wow, grabe. Nakakabitin, Sir J, pero napaka-insightful yung discussion natin ngayong araw, no?
Oo nga, pormadong-pormado ka
Eh,
sa...
syempre, hindi naman ako magko-quote ng wala lang eh. Anyway, bago ko ibato yung last question natin, baka gusto mong mag-shoutout o kumusahin yung ating mga nanonood dyan.
Shout out to my fans. Shout out sa mga precasters diyan. Also with mga colleagues natin. Yung iba may mga precast din yung company, mga kaibigan din natin yung mga yan. So we treat ourselves friends kasi nga instead of competitor para kumbaga ma-develop natin yung country.
Yes.
Diba, ang aim
yung
natin
sama-sama.
is first world
Philippines. Yun. Naipasok mo, Sir J.
Siyempre.
Okay, for our last question. So, what's your dream for the Philippine construction industry and precast?
Okay. Good question. Siguro, using the word precast for this past, ilan na ako? 10? Mahigit na, 12 years na yata ako sa precast. For this past years. Ang dream ko talaga is yun nga, yung mga incorporate mga innovations dito sa Pilipinas. Like, kagaya nung ginagawa sa Singapore, talagang room by room na. Tapos yung sa China, in 15 days they can build, di ba? Although, kunyari, ipa-fast forward mo lang YouTube. No, yun. Yun yung mga dream ko. Tapos, kasi, bakit ganyan? You have like less na stress eh. Lahat magiging standard na eh. No? Like, if you could see like dito, nagsisimula lang pa rin sa atin tunnel segment, di ba? So we have different international contractors, tapos they're doing the normal conventional way of how to cast it. Pero sa iba, siguro makikita mo parang so amazed na lahat digital na, lahat robotic na, di ba?
So, ganun yung nakikita mo, no? Siguro 5 years from now, ganun yung gusto mong mangyari.
Yun yung gusto nakikita ko mangyari kasi hindi malabong mangyari. By the time na mas natapos na yung subway na yan, natapos na yung mga bridge na yan, mas bibilis yung transport, mas bibilis yung coordination. Mag-acquire na yung mas bibilis yung demand ng tao na okay, develop natin tong land na to. Example, dito sa Bulacan, may di ba, may railway dyan. Imagine mo lang na kung ano yung mga aabutin yan.
Yes.
So, yung baka nga in future hindi lang yung Manila yung pinaka prime, marami ring
lilipat na rin,
marami ring lilipat.
Madi-decentralize yung ating
Actually, yun yung kailangan eh. Masyadong talagang congested dito sa Manila.
Agree. Tama.
Yun yung mga dreams natin.
For the precast industry. How about for PCS, for the precast construction?
Okay.
Precast and construction solution. Ano yung iyong pangarap?
Pangarap ko sa PCS, go global ako.
Go global?
Oo.
Wow.
There was kasi chance na umalis ako kay Megawide.
Okay.
Like when they were planning to build nga yung factory, I was in MOA pa. No, I went to Singapore. So I worked there, got married.
Naiyak siya.
Get married. And then apparently tinawagan ako ni Edgar. Tapos, "Jay, you want to go back?" Blah blah blah. Kasi we're planning to have a partnership with may partnership with the Singaporean before. Tapos they're looking at like producing sa Pilipinas to ship out to Singapore. Sabi ko, hindi malabo mangyari. Singapore needs contractor, blah blah blah. Then it will be the first time sa Pilipinas. Pag nagkataon.
Mag-export ka ng precast product.
Yes. So I was so parang excited ako, convinced. So I got back to Megawide. Sad to say, hindi natuloy.
Okay.
Sad to say, hindi natuloy. Then I still see like potential pa rin na ganyan. There was one client from Vietnam naman approach us. So, kaya nyo bang mag-deliver sa Vietnam, blah, blah, blah. Then, later on, like, they are inviting us na sa Vietnam na lang tayo, gano'n. Yung, like, parang nakaka-proud na within Southeast Asia, napapansin tayo.
Agree.
Kaya ang dream ko talaga,
Go global.
Doon sa PCS, I'll plan to go global.
Wow,
Yun talaga ang dream ko.
grabe ang pangarap ni Engineer Je.
Siguro
For
step by
PCS.
step. Dito sa Metro Manila, I'll go with expand our capacity from east, west, south. Then next, our target should be like sa Luzon, get more strengths Luzon, get more strengths Visayas, get more strengths sa Mindanao before we go global.
Wow, grabe.
Diba?
So sana matupad ang iyong pangarap,
muna
ano?
First world Philippines muna
First World Philippines muna, and then tsaka tayo lalabas.
yes.
So, wow, grabe, napakaganda ng pangarap ni Sir Geraldine for PCS. No? At syempre kay Mega Wide, di ba?
Yes.
So Sir Jay, maraming salamat sa
Okay.
sa
Thank
mga
you.
pagsagot ng iyong aking mga katanungan. Talagang
Yes.
natuwa ang mga manonood at tagapakinig.
Yeah. Sana may nabola ko.
Marami.
Maraming salamat. Itong interview na to, maganda na yun pang sales at marketing, di ba?
Yes! Salamat,
Thank you,
Sir
thank you.
Geraldine. At dyan nagtatapos ang isa na namang kwentong PCS. So, hanggang sa muli, paalam!